As of September 2014, the State of the Union in regards to the policies of foreign aid as set forth by the United States Office of Foreign Assistance is definitely positive. As the United States is one of the wealthiest and most advanced countries in the world, it is our responsibility to continue helping those countries that are less developed than ours, whether it is for natural disaster recovery or through military aid. An example of the immense power of aid given by the United States was in the year 2010 in the impoverished country of Haiti, when a 7.0 magnitude earthquake devastated both the people and the infrastructure of the country. But before I continue, I should establish the fact that Haiti is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. According to whitehouse.gov, the country itself has an annual gross domestic product, or GDP, of $7.8 billion. But to put that in perspective, in 2012, the United States had a GDP of $15.68 trillion. With only $7 billion a year, there was no realistic way that Haiti was going to fully recover from this disaster without help from wealthier countries. The United States stepped in to fill this void. By giving around $140 million simply to provide food aid to the country, the United States improved countless lives by providing a meal for families. But due to organizations such as the United Nations and the American Red Cross, 4.4 billion Haitians have benefited in some way since 2010. Public health in Haiti has improved drastically, and 90% of the people that were displaced by the earthquake have moved back into their communities. This one example of U.S. foreign aid in the wake of a natural disaster exemplifies the idea that America has a duty to assist countries in need to accomplish both long and short-term goals. Another example of the power of American foreign aid is a little bit farther in the past. During the Cold War, when a wave of communism began to spread across Europe, the United States decided to intervene to protect both Greece and Turkey. They did this by passing the Truman Doctrine, which became the policy of the United States to support free people who are resisting attempted subjugation by armed minorities or by outside pressures. They also gave $650 million to the countries for resistance and provided countless soldiers to help combat the communist forces in the Mediterranean. But the United States didn't stop there with Cold War foreign aid. Soon after the declaration of the Truman Doctrine, the United States proposed the Marshall Plan. This plan was created to help European countries recover from the post-war economic crisis. Without these two American plans to eliminate the threat of communism in Europe during and after the Cold War, there may have been a very different result. So all in all, the United States must maintain its level of foreign aid because their efforts help immensely in the wake of natural disasters and even in wartime. The State of the Union, as of September 2014, is definitely positive in the eyes of foreign aid. This is due to the long-term benefits of aid in places like Haiti and in the halt of outside aggression, much like during the Cold War.